Hello everyone and welcome to today's talk with Marko Škop. Marko, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's an honor to have you here. You are no stranger to Zurich and no stranger to the Zurich Film Festival. You won the Golden Eye for Best Documentary back in 2008. How does it feel to be back now, 8 years later?
It's been a documentary film directed by Juraj Lehocký, colleague from Slovakia. I was one of the producers of the film. The film premiered in Cannes that year, and we were really extremely happy that it was acknowledged also here with the main award.
You have had quite a resume in terms of documentary filmmaking. Now you're back with your first fictional film. Tell us a bit about that transition. Why the transition, and what fascinates you to do a fictional film?
I'm sure every author has his internal topics or topics which interests him, which he follows. So I was curious to talk about the blood family relationships, and because in documentary film there are borders which you have to touch if you want to be sincere, and you deal with ethics a lot. With this topic, which is connected also to children and hereditary guilt, because this family transfers from the ancestors through the parents to the children. I was shooting also with the small children, and the fiction form allowed me to be more free, to touch the things and go much more deep.
Do you enjoy it more to do fictional, or is it just two different things that you enjoy both?
I don't find many differences because the method is the same, the cinema is the same. Just some themes, some topics are better suitable for a form of the documentary film, and some are more suitable to the fiction world.
You're here this year with your movie EVA NOVÁ. Tell us more about how this project came together, and where did you get the inspiration to do this film, to tell this story?
EVA NOVÁ is a story of an aging woman who freed herself of her child when she was young. Now she's 62 and she would like to reconcile with her son. The question is if she deserves the second chance. The question is if it's not too late. I've been always fascinated with the stories of people who once touched something big, some stardom or peak point of their lives, and then they hit rock bottom. And now they are trying, to come back. There's something archetypal in it, and this is what I try to follow in this film.
What is it? What is? Tell us more about that fascination. What's that fascination?
It's this, as I said, the archetypal story,
okay.
Universal story. It's like Phoenix, the bird,
right.
Who once starts or made his point, and then he was burned.
Is it something that you're afraid as Marko, the director, in your career?
I'm sure everybody who is following some ambition or career is afraid of it, and I'm also afraid of it. I think it's very universal, or something which you connect with. Although we are not the part of the film industry or part of the artistic branch, it can happen to everybody.
How do you try to avoid that happening to you?
What I wanted to say with this film is that we should make conscious decisions in our lives, because what I see around me, that people are many times following their ambitions, money, lust, careers, whatever, and they are not thinking that their decisions made at that momentum have a big influence and consequences to the people who surround them, and on the first place it's their families. This is what I experience around me in my life, and this is what I wanted to talk about.
I feel that the movie has a lot of unique aspects. I think that the pace of the movie is quite different from what you see in generic movies these days, and also your framing and a lot of these close-ups. What was the meaning behind all that?
The main character is an actress. And what I'm also interested in is the topic of the art of the interpretation. When you will talk about this situation which we have now, to your parents and to your girlfriend, probably you will use different words. And actors are people who are interpreting, it's the part of their job, you know, they're interpreting differently. And because Eva is in a tough situation, the main character is in a tough situation, and she has a goal. She uses all the possible tools how to, you know, make this goal. And she acts. She plays her small theaters, small dramas, and if you want to show it, this is the best way, you know, to show the performance in the close-up and follow it. It was quite a challenging thing to do, so we have made a lot of acting rehearsals with the main character. We went in the analysis to the smallest micro details as possible. Yeah, and now it's on the audience to judge if we succeeded.
How was it working with your cast? Emilia is quite an iconic actress in your country. How was it working with her and the rest?
She is the first lady of the Slovak cinema and theater. I was very much looking forward to work with her. She's not only pretty one, but she's very wise. And she helped me so much with many also advices connected to the profession of the actress. And I enjoyed it, and I only can hope that she enjoyed it too.
You mentioned early on Eva is trying to reconnect with her son, trying to get a second chance. Do you think, and you said it's about deserving it or not, do you think she does deserve it, Eva, and do you think people in life do deserve a second chance?
I'm sure they do, but it really depends what's in the core of it. You know, how big the mistake was, how big the guilt is. And of course it depends on the will of the person, how intensive it is, you know, to go for it. And this is everything which I try to somehow, you know, show in the film. So she's 62 in the film. It's somebody with a big life experience and many secrets in her life. So we approach her as an onion with many layers, so that the audience, through the film, step by step finds out who she is, who she was, what went wrong, why she started to drink, why she left her son. So she's very ambivalent in the film. Yeah.
Definitely a film that you guys should watch. Can we expect any more fictional films from you in the future?
As I said at the beginning, it all the time depends on the topic, on the theme which you want to express. And for some themes, the documentary form suits better. For some other, the fiction form suits better. I don't see so many differences. So it will depend on the topic which I will find.
So you go with the flow. Maybe you'll find a topic here in Zurich. So I'll let you go and discover Zurich. It was very nice to meet you. Marko,
nice to meet you.
All the best. Thank you so much. Marko Škop.